Catholic, and I joke about it because I don't know enough about my own religion. Like 2 weeks ago, I was at church with my nephew, and he's 5, and he goes, Uncle Mike, why does a priest have to sing to the cracker? I'm like, shut up, you know, and because he does. Even if you're not Catholic, you've seen it. Like the priest gets all into it. He's like, through him, with him, in the unity of the Holy Spirit, all glory and honor is yours, Almighty Father, forever and ever. Yeah, he has to sing to his food. How embarrassing would it be to go out to eat with him? You're out at lunch at McDonald's, he's all 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like you'd always say that. You'd always say that. You know what's funny about that joke is after I wrote it, it occurred to me that, you know, he wouldn't even get a Big Mac. He would get a fish fillet. Like, and he would order all religious, like I say on To You, Brother. I will have the combo number 12 with a Coke. If I was working there, I'd be like, so let it be written. So let it be done. I love that we had such a beautiful day today. I'm mad at the weathermen, though. Do you notice how they are never right? I hate that. We need to hold them accountable. It is not fair how, they do that thing when they go, it's 10 degrees, but with the wind chill factor, it's 1 below. And in the summer, they go, it's 80 degrees, but with the heat index, it's 91. You can't just change stuff. Like, what kind of job is that? I have things in my life I would change. Like, I was married before, and my ex-wife was really pretty, and my friends, they won't let it go. They're like, God, dude, why'd you split up with her? She was so hot looking, she was a 10. And she was a 10, but with the mother-in-law index, she was a 2. Yeah, that's right. You can't just change stuff. It would be awesome if you utilized it. Like say, for example, you start work at 8, but now it's 10:30, and your boss calls you, and they're like, dude, come on, it's 10:30. Where the heck are you? You say, look, it might be 10:30 there. With the hangover factor, it's still 5 o'clock here. You tell them that. You're like, yeah. I think so. So, my new wife and I had our first fight, which is not bad. We've been together for a couple years, but my ex-wife and I fought all the time. Like, we would fight cause I hate her. And no, I'm just serious. So anyway, no, that's not nice. But my new wife and I fought because I was watching the baseball game, and she was doing laundry, and she said, honey, will you put the load of laundry that's in the washer in the dryer and bring up the load that is in the dryer? So I go, could I wait till a commercial? And I hear this from the kitchen. I hear this. You know what that means? That my whole life I've heard that sound. My teachers have done it to me, and my mom would do it to me. Never my wife. I go, all right. So commercial comes, I run downstairs, I put the load of laundry that's in the washer in the dryer, I bring up the load that is in the dryer. Now bear in mind, she is folding clothes at the table, so I set them down, and then I go back to watching the game. And she goes, then I hear this sound. And I'm like, what? She goes, aren't you gonna help me fold these? And I'm like, nope. And then but now, women can get you. They have the ability to remember everything and get you. They make plans in their head 10 steps ahead of anything human men are even capable of. And before my butt hit the couch, she said, oh, did you remember to empty the lint trap? And I go, yeah, yeah. 40 minutes later, she comes and stands in front of the TV, and she is very upset. And I only know that because I tried a man noise. I go, whoosh. But my noise didn't work. So I'm like, what? And she goes, why did you lie to me about emptying the lint trap? And I go, I didn't lie. I emptied. I'm taking it to my grave at this point. I'm not telling her. I'm not telling her. She said, no, you lied. And I go, no, I didn't. And you know what she had with her? She had the lint. She had brought the lint upstairs. Yeah. Proceeded to give me a seminar about 2 different layers and 2 different colors, 2 different loads. I'm like, fine, I didn't know you worked for CSI Lint Division. This is lint trapment. I plead lint sanity. I wish I would have thought to say that. Anyway. My ex-wife and I fought in public. That is horrible. We fought at the grocery store. I had the cart. If you have the cart, you are in charge of it. And I didn't know that. And I see the coffee that I get, but I had passed it. So I thought, what's the harm? When I come back to the cart, she's at the cart, and she is mad. She had that look on her face and starts talking like a ventriloquist. You know how women do that? Where they could say mean stuff, but their lips don't move, and you're the only one that can hear it. She said, did you just leave the cart unattended? Right away, I'm like, who said that? You know, I wasn't even sure it was her. You know why she was mad? Women know. Do you know why? Her purse. She goes, my frickin' purse is in there. I go, I didn't leave it in there. You did. My wallet's in my pocket. I didn't throw it in the cart. That's how I told her. It's not. And she said, what happens if somebody puts something in the cart? And I'm like, who would do that? And it's not like you're not going to notice. It's not like you're going to get to the cash register and they're like, that's $875, and there's a lawnmower in there and 3 hams, and you're like, oh, that's not mine. Somebody put that in when I went for the coffee. My ex-wife and I have a little boy together. I didn't know what that entails. She got a book. Women get a book when they're pregnant called What to Expect When You're Expecting, which is scary. It's a scary book. It's written by Stephen King. In the 6th sentence, 6th chapter, 6th paragraph, this is a direct quote. It said, thanks. It said, in the 3rd trimester, you could expect some hormonal changes that may result in mood swings. And when I read that, I thought that doesn't sound too bad. Let me tell you what that means in real life. For 3 months, she was mad at me for everything I had ever said. All of that being said, I'll tell you the story. I drove home all night. I got home at 5:30 in the morning. I want to preface this part of the story by saying ordinarily my ex-wife wasn't mean, but she was in the middle of a hormonal mood swing. And I'm sleeping, and I found out something very important about being married, and that is this. You don't even have to be awake for women to get mad at you. And by 6:15, she was fed up with mine. So she decided she was going to wake me up and tell me what a jerk I was being while I was sleeping. And I don't care that she woke me up. It was more how she woke me up, because she woke me up by poking me in the head. Not tapping me, poking me. I look up at her. She's visibly upset and shaking, and she looked like she might even start to cry. So right away in my head, I'm like, don't laugh, you know. And then, right. With her finger on my face, she swore. I won't say it now, but with her finger on my face, she said, how do you want your eggs, you SOB, like that. And I was like, later, crabby. You know, and which that's the wrong answer, but that's 10 times better than my initial thought, because I'm a comedian. I filtered my thoughts. When she said, "How do you want your eggs?" I thought, apparently unfertilized, but you know, I didn't say that. I didn't even say that. You know. She ran across the house and locked herself in the bathroom, and I knocked on the door to see if I could help her, and I could hear her in there. She's like, red rum. She's all like that. Danny isn't here, Mrs. Torrance. Whatever. So, she was mad at me because she lost her mascara. And it had rolled off the counter in the bathroom into the garbage. We later found out, apparently while I was in Chicago, I was in charge of mascara, and nobody told me. So now, I'm helping her look for it, but I don't have the nerve to tell her that I don't know what mascara is. But I can't tell her that, because she would be like, nothing I have matters to you, and everything that's important to me isn't important to you, and why don't we have more in common? I don't want to wake up in the basement with her standing over me going, it puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.